Hey everybody, people have been asking me for an updated fragrance tour. So in my current collection right now, I have around 95 full-size bottles and I'm not including any samples in that just because with the samples alone, I believe it's over 100. There's this box right here. It's the Mercedes box. Here, let me move some stuff on it. And this thing is filled with samples and there's another box that is also filled with samples and let me see if I would open this. It's kind of, okay. So it's filled to the brim there. And then there's more, so I'm doing my best to test things out. And then I have another package that I have to open from a lovely follower. But on my right side here, I have around 40 bottles. So there's, the YSL, the Black Opium, Tuxedo, a couple Tom Fords, Ombre Nuit. Then here we have the standard designer fragrances on both these shelves. So you got Mercedes-Benz, Victor and Rolf, Mont Blanc. There is Replica or Maison Margiela, Dolce & Gabbana, Givenchy, YSL, Abercrombie's, and some Dior's and Prada's and Chanel's there. Down here, we got some Guerlain's, some Armani's, and this is a dupe, Club de Nuit Intense Woman. We got Versace The Dreamer all the way back here, if you could see it. And this one is pretty interesting. This is a fragrance I received called Hue by Hayley Kiyoko from Hayley Kiyoko. If you don't know who she is, she's definitely, she was on the Disney Channel for this movie called Lemonade Mouth. I don't know if many of you know Lemonade Mouth. I think it was even, I did watch it, but it was kind of like past my Disney Channel era a little bit, so I didn't really keep up with that generation of Disney, but she was a very lovely woman. And then we have, well, this isn't actually a fragrance, but this is a body oil, and I counted it. I totally looked over it, but it's an oud wood body oil. So there's that, Versace Noir. I'm not including Versace Bright Crystal because this is not a full-size bottle. And then down here, you can sort of see a little bit of them. Let me, hope you don't mind me moving it, but this is the Mercedes-Benz. I'm not really a fan of its Woman in Red. Mont Blanc Individual is down there. This is actually a niche fragrance called Iris Malicon by Maison Crivelli, and that fragrance actually made me nauseous the first time I gave it a wear and I ended up yakking. But I will say I was sick when I was testing that fragrance, but when I had it on my arm, a couple hours later, I was like, this is just, I need to get this off of me, and then I vomited. So I just don't have a good association with that fragrance. I know a lot of people really like it, but for me it's definitely a pass because I associate it with that time. I just, you know what I mean. Anyways, up here we have some Rojas. It's a little bit messy right now. I realized I should have organized this really nicely before this video, but we just got right into it, didn't we? All right, so some Rojas. Here is my Only Creed Silver Mountain Water given to me by a follower. He's super awesome. Shout out to Kobe. There's a few more Rojas here, like Danger, Elysium, Oligarch, Oceania, and then there's 5 of the MFKs. I have tried Oud Satin Mood. It's a tiny sample here, but not really a fan of that fragrance. I'm a fan of its longevity and its projection and all that, but the smell, not really too crazy about it, So here we've got a couple Inicios, a couple Serjoffs, and a Risala by Arabian Oud, a fragrance by Kajal Perfumes, one by Histoire de Parfums called 1899 Hemingway, and in the back is Hasavat by, is it Nishane? Can't remember how to pronounce that brand name, but this is a beast fragrance, Hasavat. Great freshy, easily lasts over a day, but for me personally, I prefer Cedrat Bosé. That thing's just super sexy. Anyways, down here, we got some beast fragrances like Leighton by Parfums de Marly. An interesting one called Whore. This was sent to me by the creator. I believe her name is Liara. Hi, Liara, if you're watching this. But yeah, this fragrance. Very interesting choice. A lot of people, when I reviewed this on TikTok, went out to go buy it because they were just really gripped by the name of the fragrance. It was calling out to them, you know what I'm saying? So we got Whore. We have a fragrance here called Amour de Cacao by Comptoir and Sud Pacifique. And this is a chocolate fragrance. So if you want to smell like Cocoa Pebbles or what's the chocolate crispy like the Rice Krispies, but the chocolate ones. That's what this smells like to me. There's that. Désir Toxic in the back. A couple 8 and Bob's. Gris Charnel. There's the Drop Rosé, the Superstar. There's a couple Montals and a couple Michelefs with Ombre Lou by Rania J. And down here, ooh, I'm gonna expose you guys to the messiness a little bit, one by one. This is the other the other Montal called Intense Cafe. And then we have Woman in Gold by Kilian, a fragrance from Van Cleef & Arpels called Bois D'Oreilles. And honestly, I think that this is a decent fragrance. From time to time, I'll throw it on, but it's nothing I'm personally crazy about. I just think this is decent. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm kind of craving this scent. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And then next to it, we have a couple things from Fragrance One. Let me move this camera up. Actually, you still need to see some of the other things, but Unisex and Night. So interesting story behind these. I was in touch with Jeremy Fragrance, and he was really sweet, and he sent over a couple of his fragrances. And I will say, if you like Ultra Male, you'll love Unisex. I'm not really a fan of the Ultra Male type of DNA, so this isn't really my personal favorite. I'm not really a fan of the scent, but it's a beast in projection, and if you like Ultra Male and you get a lot of compliments wearing it, this is an even longer lasting version of that fragrance, in my opinion. So it's definitely a beast. Even with Night, this is his feminine fragrance, and this will also get a lot of compliments. But yeah, I just don't really, well, I don't wear it. And when I had other girls smell it, it was kind of mid, but this is something that a lot of like guys would like to smell on girls. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a man killer fragrance, essentially. Kind of reminds me of something by like, is it Viva La Juicy Couture? Which one? I can't remember, but I could tell it's inspired by that fragrance. But again, shout out Jeremy. Thanks for sending me a couple bottles of your brand. Really nice gesture. And that was a few months ago, before I was really on YouTube as much. And this is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge. And look at this. This one of them already came off when I first opened this bottle. I believe this is from Al Haramain. This is Ménage Rouge, and I want to open it, but this shit is, God, almost popped me. Yeah, dupe of Baccarat Rouge. It's okay. It's okay. And all the way down here, man, we're going to take you guys to the basement. Jeez, if you could see it. Give me, sorry, patience. Ignore the boxes right here. Okay, I'm going to have to kneel. Oh, no, that's useless. Okay, but anyways, I have a couple from Ascendis that was given to me by the owner of Ascendis. Her name is Emmy. I'm just going to keep this up because I think my phone's going to fall. My bad, y'all. 1 second. But Ascendis, there's some things from this brand called Veronique Gabai. And I know when you see this bottle, you're going to think I used it. But a lot of the juice spilled out before, like when I received the fragrance, or even when I put it back in its box and I was moving it, a lot of it just leaked out. And this is a niche brand that I don't really like as much either, just because these fragrances run over $200 and the smell is okay, first of all. And second of all, like one of the caps, see, like, look at that. Like the atomizer is stuck to the cap. So imagine if, like, they sent me their bottles, but imagine if I was like a customer that bought it and I was going to like spray myself and then this thing happened and I spent $200 on it. Like, I would be very upset, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt because, you know, mistakes happen and it's probably not their fault that it malfunctioned like that, maybe, but I don't know, for me, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way a bit. So there's that. A fragrance from Nino Amedio, and this one smells like cigarettes. It's called Cure Superbe, something like that. But it straight up smells like tobacco cigarettes. Or no, not tobacco, sorry. Just straight up like cigarettes. I don't like this one, yo. If you want a cigarette smell, then give this one a shot. But, yeah, then there's another one from Electimus London called Mercurial Cashmere. Not a fan of this fragrance either. A bit too powdery. The iris is too powdery for me. Also another scent that's over $200 that I found to be nothing incredible. You know what I'm saying? Which is a reason why it's on the bottom shelf at the moment. And we have a Cheapy and Adam Levine fragrance here. Something by Acro, one by Jardins de Parfums, and one by The Harmonist. Anyways, this video kind of ran longer than I wanted it to, but that is essentially a full tour of my current collection, January 15th, 2022. All right, so thanks for following me on this journey. Can't wait to see where we go. Appreciate you watching and have a good one. Bye.